So, this or that Thursday this week is going to be on two very large machines, so I actually need two tables to put them on. I'm Megan with Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, and I've got the pleasure of sharing the Janome Continental M17 with you guys, as well as the PFAFF Creative Icon 2. These two machines are incredible, and they are two of the newest top-of-the-line machines that we carry. They both came out about a month apart from each other, and they have both been long awaited. So, what better way to welcome them both by doing it this or that? Couple things that are similar about these guys that I absolutely love is the fact that they both have a built-in thread stand. I think that's super nice for those larger cones of thread, for embroidery, for sewing, and of course, me being a metallic queen, it is awesome for metallic thread as well. They both do have independent motors on their bobbin winders too, so that really helps when you're embroidering and need to wind extra bobbins, or when you just are in the mood to wind 1,000 bobbins of whatever color is your favorite. I also really love the amount of space between the two. This one has 13.8 inches of throat space. This one has just about 13 inches of throat space. But either way, you have lots of room to work with, especially if you're quilting or having a big project that needs to fit underneath that. You've got plenty of room right here and right here to fit all of that stuff in there. They also both come with very large hoops. The PFAFF here comes with a hoop that is going to be around 14 by 14. With this hoop, one thing that is kind of interesting about it is you put it in, it does half of the design, you flip it around, and it does the other half of the design. So you end up getting a really big, wide space of embroidery area, which is really cool. And on the Continental M17, we actually get a single hooping that is 11 inches by 18.1 inches. So it's also a pretty large hula hoop. It's a little bit longer. And it's engineered so that it glides nice and smoothly over the table without scratching it, which is really cool. Let's talk about some things that are exclusive to the machines. So, on the Janome Continental M17, you'll probably notice there's two screens on the front of the machine. They do that so that you can adjust your stitch width, stitch length, pressure, foot pressure, all of that kind of stuff, nice and easy next to the needle, which is awesome. And speaking of needles, there's actually a little thumb wheel right there that you can move up and down the needle to check your needle position, to get it in the right spot for threading the needle, to change your needle out. It really kind of helps with all of that. There is a presser foot on embroidery that is a laser pointer, so you know exactly where your embroidery is going to start or what the corner is. It's really great for placement. And of course, you've got the sewing application mode where it shows you all sorts of different things. And one of the things that we at Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum are most excited about the Continental M17 is the Accu stitch regulator that's included with the machine. So when you're doing free motion quilting, this machine actually has a stitch regulator for you that even includes a ruler foot, which most brands don't actually make a ruler foot for their home sewing machines for the stitch regulator, but Janome is the industry first to do so. So that's really exciting. And along with Accu feet, they also have the Accu foot that actually does the walking, which is really nice because you've got 5 feed dogs on the top of your fabric to feed fabric through nice and evenly. So that is awesome. With that, let's switch over to the PFAFF Creative Icon 2. So, some things that are exclusive to this machine that are awesome. PFAFF has tons and tons and tons of exclusive stitch techniques that they have. So there are things such as stacking stitches or ribbing stitches that you'll be able to do with this machine. You also can do radiant stitches, which are really pretty. And then they also have the brand new creative embellishment attachment. So on the embroidery side of the machine, you can actually embroider things like beads or yarn or some of that crazy stuff you can do on this machine nice and easily. It does have the MySewNet capability. So it's a whole software program. It's got the MySewNet library. You can just pull it up right up on your machine if you have the subscription and pick designs, which is really, really cool. Another similarity between the two is that they both work with applications that work on your phone or tablet, where you can kind of tweak designs, do placement, pull things up, and send them right to the machines, which is really, really nice. Now, the PFAFF Creative Icon 2 does have a built-in camera and projector, which help with placement and embroidery, or the projector can actually help you with guideline markers with sewing. And along that right, the Creative Icon 2 also has artificial intelligence. So it can actually tell what presser foot is on your machine at what time. So if you have a 1/4 inch foot, you can't accidentally zigzag and break your needle. I mean, I sure haven't done that before. I have. Okay. And the last thing that I think is really cool about the PFAFF Creative Icon 2 is that it actually is smart capable as well. So you can connect it to your Amazon Alexa or Google Home devices and ask them to pull up how to insert a fly in a pair of pants. Or, hey, pull up the last project on the My Sewnet blog. And it will do that for you on your machine, which is really cool. I think, regardless of what type of sewist you are, both of these machines are going to be a fabulous option for you. Whether you love doing free motion quilting with the stitch regulator, or if you love embroidering with all the funky different things that you can do, both of these machines are going to be really cool contenders to play with. At Rocky Mountain Sewing and Vacuum, we have both of these machines ready for you to play with at the stores, so be sure to come hang out with us and see what they're all about, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you next week on This or That Thursday.